With this person, I would gladly lead the way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. Oh, what does this say?
Let's have a look then. We're here, and none the worse for wear.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Good. Then let us be on our way.
It's a glad thing we rested in the pit.
We must not let down our guard.
When it's hard, be sure to avoid open flame.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
Just yonder. Looks to...
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of vermin. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Best hope you're not one of them. Regardless, do well not to invite my mistrust on the journey.
As planned.
No one can defend themselves when grappled like this.
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
Look there. I espy another statue.
I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle? If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. Might I be of assistance? Let me get that. It shall be done. I am here to aid you, Arisen.
Come to think of it, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Each to their own.
An impressive view. We can infer much of the lay of the land from here.
We are alone here, methinks. Perhaps we might stop a moment and find our bearings.
Indeed, you are correct.
Am I the first to notice we've all got different vocations?
One should think we'll be able to counter whatever comes our way.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible. I'll go and open the chest.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An arisen, by all appearances.
An arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the...
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I would make my report to the captain. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come. An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Excellent. Just what I was hoping for.
We found a chest. Let us examine what it has to offer.
Not a foe in sight.
I'll take the peace and quiet over... for a horde of enemies any day.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
Too fast for you.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
We've got goblins.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I did my best to match your skill, Master.
Avoid flame at any... Foster is up. You have been doused in oil.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! Might await us on the road ahead.
Well done.
Stricken with sleep. How troublesome.
That was careless. Know your limits.
Let's crush it.
The battle rages on. Do not let down your guard.
Prevailed by the skin of our teeth.
We ought to consider this a lesson. This is what befalls one who lets down their guard. Just recall.
What's this? We're trapped!
Why? Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
A Cyclops. Pray, be on your guard. And the behemoth will soon topple.
Strike fast, and our glory shall fall. I am grateful. You can count upon me me to return.
Mustn't let it stop.
Mayhap the force of this torrent could be employed for our own ends.
When led into evils, but in the midst of battle.
Excellent strategy. Allow me to assist.
By all means.
We've an opening. Focus your attack.
A focused attack will end this foe. We're to have any hope of victory, we must employ every tool and tactic at our disposal.
Yes, of course.
What's that sound? Fall back!
Tis weak to lightning strike. This minute, should be swept away if we remain here.
You have my gratitude, sir. Twould seem I misjudged. I had taken you for another force arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of... Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch. Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. If our destination, I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and...
I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down.
I should be glad to assist you, Arisen. You called? Forgive me, but you do not appear to be in need of aid.
We're setting out. Jump on if you've paid. We're setting out.
goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
We must argue to refrain from charging off. Teamwork is the crux of our strategy.
Don't be such a worry, Wart. I know what I'm doing.
The foremost priority is to douse those flames.
That's enough. That was outstanding, if I do say so myself.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceit.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch out. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became a The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, and in Vermont's long years yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, She prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead. A mere puppet. However, with your majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might... This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further,